I'm Fletcher Brown, another artist video blog at KIX96Country.com. Today we are visited all the way from West Virginia by way of Nashville, Tennessee. Please welcome once again to KIX96 Studios. I believe this is their second video blog with us. We've got Wendy, Greg, and Brian. They are tailor-made. Hey guys.
Thank you.
Welcome back to KIX96. Welcome back to Muscle Shoals. And we actually spent a little bit of time together last night. You guys came into town early. We visited and we talked some. And there have been some pretty interesting things that have happened with TaylorMade since the last time you visited. Now, you might remember their singles, Heavy Duty Beauty, of course, Good Love was a really big hit for them. And they're doing great things with their current single now, things you don't grow out of, which you can hear, of course, on KIX96. But one of the things that's happened to you in the last year is you were recently named by New Music Weekly Breakthrough Artist of the Year for, was it 2012?
2012, yes.
So now, okay, exactly how did you guys react when you got the news? Did like Dan or Elise, somebody call you and go, hey, guess what just happened to you? Or
Well, we'd heard about it, but we did a performance in Nashville during the CMA Music Festival, and they surprised us with the plaque and interrupted the show and come up and presented us with the plaque as the winner. So it was emotional, it was flattering, it's kind of a really humbling award for us. You know, so we had an opportunity to share that with a crowd and share the moment. It was very, very nice.
We also had an opportunity to fight over who was going to take it home.
So yes,
And we were also given the opportunity to fire several people because somehow we were the only three who didn't know about it.
so everybody, basically you walk in the room and like your whole team is celebrating with champagne like,
Oh, we were so happy.
Oh.
Thank you, you're fired.
did you call them? You know, so,
Yeah, it was very, very, very nice.
well, congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the success of the new single. Last time you guys were here was Good Love. Good Love wasn't the single. You guys have been
Quite kind of
Quite Kinda
crazy.
Crazy.
Quiet Kind of Crazy was the single at that time. So it's been a while since you've been back here. One of the things that I wanted to mention is, and this came up last night, is you're home in West Virginia. Of course, you guys are big football fans, and you guys get to do a lot of really cool things. Your home state, so very proud of you. One of the things that and you guys kept repeating this last night is like, oh, you got to take a man trip. You got to take a man trip, and I'm like, man, that's something like my ex-wife would say to me. I'm not really sure how a man trip works. And then you explained it to me, and you guys are actually part of a new tradition with your West Virginia football team. Please explain the man trip.
Yeah, a man trip is a piece of equipment that coal miners sit on, and they go down in the mines to work. So when you're mining coal, as you mine coal and bring it out, the place there that you're working becomes deeper and deeper in the mine. So the man trip is the unit that sometimes that trip is 2 miles to the mine face, they call it, where the coal is being mined. So the man trip hauls the coal miners 2 miles down in the ground to mine the coal. So what Dana Holgerson did as the Mountaineers head coach when he got there, we're now in the Big 12. We got a lot happening in football. Well, he created a man trip, is what he called it, but he's bringing the team and the band through the tailgating section and into the stadium about 2.5 hours before the opening kickoff. So we play those man trips, and he jumps up on stage, and it's just
Fun.
it's fun.
That's fun, right there. Really good. I love the way he said it with so much conviction. Fun.
Well,
Right.
what it is, it's small town America at its best. I mean, everyone celebrates their hometown football team, and the single things you don't grow out of it's thought provoking. It goes back to your mama's love and time with your grandpa and your hometown football.
Well, okay,
So
that leads us right into the single. We're going to talk about the single. We'll talk a little bit about, last time you guys were here, we talked about, where your musical styles came from. Obviously, from such a large family, you're 3 of 7 kids in the family. Are you guys the only ones who play?
There's 7 total, and we grew up singing in church, as a lot of country artists have, and everyone still plays and sings, but the 3 of us kind of got to the next level, and we said earlier, life happens. Kids happen, jobs happen, and we're maintaining our day jobs and still chasing a country music dream. And,
But come to a family reunion or a church function or anything like that, you're going to get to hear the rest of the siblings up there singing. Some of them kind of make us look better.
Well, okay, then let's talk about the single things you don't grow out of. Obviously, we're on the theme now of family and growing up in such a large family and all the things that you've done, things that you remember from childhood, learning about man trips and whatnot. The single, that's yours, right? You wrote that.
No, we got that from a friend of ours out of Nashville. Is where it came from, and we listen for the song. Some of them we write, and some of them when you hear them, you just know that is a great song.
Yeah.
And country music is about the song, and we don't care where that comes from. We're looking for that story and that thing that's heartfelt to us. And that song wasn't written by us, but "Things You Don't Grow Out Of" is such a strong country root, family root song. We had to do it.
Absolutely. It's a very powerful song. Anybody of any significant age who's had those experiences, especially with like a large family and things like that, can remember. Like the song, the first verse of the song, talking about mama's table. Just such beautiful imagery in the song. So I'll tell you what. Let me get out of the way and let you guys play it. You guys want to play it?
Great.
Awesome.
All right. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to let Dan come in, and he's their guitar player, and he's going to play with them. And here's Tailor Made and their current single, "Things You Don't Grow Out Of." KIX96Country.com.
Hey, we're Tailor Made. This is our newest single, "Things You Don't Grow Out Of." I still love the smell of Mama's house. Something's cooking on the stove. Still hug her neck when it's time to go. Leaving's always tough, 'cause there's some things you don't grow out of. I made a name here in this town with my right arm underneath the lights, and the trophies take me back to those Friday nights. I can't bring myself to box them up. Yeah, there's some things you don't grow out of. Like your mama's love, your biggest dream, that little town you had to leave, and all of those sweet memories of growing up wild and free. Sunday morning ringing bells, the preacher's words, the way you felt. And to this day I get my help from up above. Yeah, there's some things you don't grow out of. Well, I'm older now and I've seen some things. I've learned that life can sure be mean, but I try not to let the world rub off on me. I remember where I come from. Oh yeah, there's some things you don't grow out of. Like the lessons learned from the time you spent with your grandpa, just you and him. The innocence of another time. I still go back there in my mind to Sunday morning ringing bells, the preacher's words, the way he felt. And to this day I get my help from up above. Yeah, there's some things you don't grow out of. Yeah, there's some things you don't grow out of. Like your mama's love, your biggest dream, that little town you had to leave, and all of those sweet memories of growing up wild and free. Sunday morning ringing bells, the preacher's words, the way he felt. And to this day I get my help from up above. Yeah, there's some things, oh, there's some things you don't grow out of. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
And that was "Things You Don't Grow Out Of." That's Tailor Made's new single, and it's doing quite well. It's already a hit for you, and it seems to actually be doing as well or better than your last single, "Good Love." So we wish you all the best of luck on that one, and of course, congratulations again on being the breakthrough artist of 2012, thanks to New Music Weekly. And quick, your website. It's TailorMade Country.
Yep, it's just like the golf club, tailor-made, but it's got to put country on the end
Or
of it.
you get the golf club tailor-made.
But check us out on Facebook. We're doing stuff on there. We're sending downloads out. Like us and friend us on Facebook. Check out our website. We got some news yesterday. We moved up 2 more to 48 on billboards. So the indicator chart's got things rolling for us, and we're just real excited to be moving.
And we are early on in your radio tour here. You're going to be going around. You might actually find TaylorMade in a town near you, depending on where you are. What about gigs? You guys playing any festivals, or you guys got a tour or anything coming up through the end of the year?
We do. We've got we're on the fairs and festivals on a couple different states up in our region up there. We've got a couple more legs of a radio tour to do, and a full schedule all the way up into November, December. So check out our website, check out our dates, and come see us.
And with luck, they're going to get a chance to drown me come the spring when they do their whitewater rafting. You guys are convinced that they're going to get me to West Virginia.
We're taking you down a river in West Virginia. This is going to be fun.
I have the tenderest feet of anyone you've ever met. I promise you that. So that should be interesting. We may have to shoot some special video of like me, obviously drying off from all the time I'm going to spend in the river. Which river is it, by the way?
It's the New River.
There's a new river. West Virginia has new rivers. It's,
Yes.
like,
It's funny because
It's
it's
new.
like the oldest river.
That's like the oldest river in the country, and they call it the new.
the new river.
It's one of the only rivers in the country that flows south north, actually. So it's it's whitewater.
So this
It's
river's
beautiful.
wrong.
This it'll be right when you get
Which makes it perfect for you.
Great. That's all. So look for my death in the spring. And TaylorMade visiting all the way from West Virginia. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Love having you come back and see us. Okay.
Thank you.
Love it, man.
And you want to hear their single, that beautiful song you just heard, Things You Don't Grow Out of, make sure you call us KIX96. We're happy to play it for you. And we'll see you here next time on another artist video blog at KIX96country.com.